So guys, the sun is out, the clouds are away, beautiful day, and what a better day than to show a new vehicle for the channel. So I've been badgering on for the past 2 or 3 weeks now that we're going to get a car for the channel. We're going to have a bit of fun in regards to a build series, a bit of modifications, all that sort of stuff, and I'll go in a bit more detail about the series later on in the video. But I'm just going to flip the camera around now, show you what car we've got. It's not a Ferrari, but here we go. So guys, what do you think? I think it's a pretty cool little car. So it's a ABARTH 500 1.4 T-Jet. It's just a Billy Basic one, so it's not really got any spec on it or anything like that. But I don't think you get any more fun than one of these cars. I've actually had one of these as a personal car about 3 or 4 years ago, and I absolutely loved it. And this come up, it was cheap, and I just thought, why not? So what we're going to be doing going forward is some sort of trade-up series. So we're going to start with this car. It was quite a low amount. I'll go into the cost on another date. And then we're going to trade up, better car, better car, better car, better car. And that's the way that I'm going to do it. But we're going to go for a little spin. We'll go for a chat. And yeah, we'll get some shots of the car driving. So yeah, we're just in the car. We're going to go give her some, give her a bit of a beating. Going to go what we call over the tops in Chesterfield, which you can have a bit of fun in. It has had a couple of modifications done to it already, so I believe it's on either coilovers or springs. I've not had a look yet. It's really uncomfortable ride, to be honest. You're probably seeing it on the camera, the amount of jolting, and it's had an exhaust on it. But there's loads of things that we can do to this car. I won't commit to anything just yet, so I'm going to look at my outgoings and see what sort of build really I can afford to do right now. But we're going to have some fun with this car, and like I say, we're going to improve as we're going on. We're going to improve every single time and get a better car on the channel. But yeah, drop a comment. What do you think to the car? Do you like it? Is it the sort of stuff that you want to see? And again, I just want to thank everybody who has been subscribing, who has been commenting, who has been liking, who has been sharing. Your support is really appreciated, and I want you guys to know how committed I am to this YouTube channel. And I don't think there is any more of a bigger commitment than committing your own money to it. So obviously this car is, it's not cost me a few £100s, it's cost, a bit of money. And yeah, that's how committed I am to make this work. I really want to have a good time with this YouTube. But anyway, I'll stop talking. I'm going to show you some clips of the car driving, and yeah, let's have some fun. So there's definitely some work that needs doing to the car, don't get me wrong, and that's the whole point of this series. So I mean, the ride is very, very rough with them coilovers on, so I'm going to have a look at the setup on that because they're very low. And yeah, when you're going over bumps and stuff, you're literally scraping the bottom end. Which I know some people love that, but it's not quite my thing, to be honest. So I just want to raise them up a bit. But yeah, it's such a fun car. As soon as I got into it and I drove back so I picked this up from Leeds. As soon as I drove back, it just took me right back to being like 18 years old again. The first proper car was when I had my ABARTH 500. Loads of people took the P18 SS off me. Took the mick out of me, called it a girl's car, called it an hairdresser's car, all the rest of it, which is probably true, to be honest. But name me a funner car for the money. I don't think there is one. They make all the right noises, the turbo noises, the drive is pretty cool because it's such a raw feeling. And yeah, I'm so happy with it. I'm really excited to do some bits. So we're definitely going to do some work in regards to the wheels and stuff. So they're the basic alloys that come with the Abarth 500, and they just look, well, they just don't look very nice in my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's just what I think. So we're going to get them bits sorted, and I am thinking about doing quite a big build on it potentially. So we're going to see how far we go with this car. But yeah, it's such a fun little machine. We're just getting up to national speed limit, so let's open up a bit. Oh, that sound. I honestly, I don't think you can beat that sound. It's such a good noise. I don't know how well you guys are picking that up on camera. Yes. Yeah, that is a fun little car. And I don't think they look too bad either. I know, I think they're like Marmite, these cars, but I think if you get in one and you drive one yourself, your mind will be changed, because that's what it was like for me. I used to take the mick out of people who wanted these sorts of cars, hairdresser, all that sort of stuff. But then when I got in it, yeah, I just fell in love with it straight away, and it's exactly the same for this one. Same feeling, no different at all. Yes. So we're going to start right with the basics for this car. We're going to get it washed because it's very, very dirty. We're going to get it serviced, change all its spark plugs, all that sort of stuff. So we're going to get all the maintenance done, and then we'll start with some nice modifications that I want to do. But yeah, I just want to make sure, car's running right, it's got the right oil in, because you never really know how it's been serviced, to be honest. I know they come with service books and stuff, but if you've not been the owner, you really don't know. So I'd rather start with a flat platform, and then yeah, we'll build up from there. I don't know how well you guys are getting that noise, but it's an epic, epic noise of these cars. I'm absolutely in love with it, honestly. I can't wait to get grilled by people who see me in this car. But I don't care what anybody says about it. I absolutely love it. I've always wanted to do this. I've always wanted to have a YouTube channel, videoing cars, just having fun, all the rest of it. Cars is my passion. It always has been. I've always been in the motor trade, whether it was being an apprentice for a company called Arnold Clark, whether it being a trainee salesperson, a proper salesperson, a sales manager. I've always been involved with cars. But when I was working for dealers, I sort of lost that connection. You lose yourself a bit, your dreams that you had. So, wanting to do this YouTube channel, they disappear because you're working all the time, you're tired. And when them chains got released off of me, and I set my own business up, I thought, no, I'm going to go for this YouTube. I'm going to do it. I'm going to see where it goes, give it my best shot. And if it doesn't work, at least I know I've done it. But I'm having so much fun with it. And I really want to show like a growth in the channel. So the cars will be the biggest thing, obviously. Improving them every time. And yeah, let's just have fun. I want you guys to be interested in what we're doing. I want you to see builds start, a car that goes from a Billy Basic car to actually, wow, that's a pretty nice car. And I'm learning as I go along. I am not a mechanic. I'm not a qualified mechanic or anything like that. I just like cars. I've always tinkered about with cars my whole life. You should never do the things that I've probably done to cars. Stripping back seats out and putting stupid exhaust on a 85 horsepower Seat Ibiza, and I had an Abarth 500 which I went to town with. I had an M135 which sounded like the absolute machine it was. It was an amazing car. And yeah, over the years I lost the touch when I was working. But now, that's all come back. And I promise you guys, we're going to have some fun on this channel. So if you can like and subscribe, it'll take you 2 seconds. And like I say, you can turn your notifications off. You don't even have to watch me if you don't want to. But if you do subscribe, it'll mean the world to me. Anyway, let's talking. Yeah, that is sick. I think when you're into cars, you will only understand cars if you like them. I mean, people must look at folk like us like we're absolute window lickers. What is it about a car that, I don't know, gives you that adrenaline? But it's an adrenaline that you can't even explain. That's how I've always described it. I can't explain what cars do to me, the noise of them and all that sort of stuff, but it just gives you a feeling that is so hard to be replaced by something else. You know, I'm literally by myself, driving over the tops, Billy no mates, but I don't care, I'm happy. And that noise, why would you not be happy with that? Oh no, this car is gonna scrape. I've come on the worst hill. Uh, People are probably looking at me like, why are you being so gentle with a 2010 ABARTH 500? Why not? Why not? Fuel lights come on. There are a few warnings on the car as well. Nothing major. I think it's like lights and stuff like that. So I say we're going to do full health check on it, get it running as it needs to be, and then yeah, we'll have some fun as we go along. Oh my god, this car is so uncomfy. That is the one downside to it. It is so. Oh god. Probably need like spinal surgery by the time you're done.
I broke my back.
What do you mean by that?
My back is broken.
What, a vertebrae or
Well,
what portion?
Spinal.
But ooh, bit seasick. It's definitely not made for roads like this. That is for sure. Thought police were for me then. You know, I was driving home in this, and I think I've actually damaged the suspension on it, because when you're going over bumps, you can hear like and we were going over some speed bumps. I didn't quite realise how low the car was, and yeah, I didn't slow down, and I think I've damaged something, or maybe the bumper. We'll have a look at it anyway. We'll get it sorted. I don't know if you can hear that noise. That's the turbo spooling up, if you can hear that. And I look like, gosh, I'm shaking about like mad. Yeah, that is a sick noise. Cars for me are like therapy. You know, like the business that I own, it is a really stressful job to have. I can't lie, it's very stressful. You know, like yesterday, I went home early because I was so stressed out. You know, things just not going right, and basically what's been happening is this month I've sold so far 15 cars in 17 days, which is great, and I'm not complaining about it. But because I'm a one-man band, it's so hard to deal with. So just getting out, being in this car, you know, having a bit of fun, putting some beans on every now and again, it's like a therapy session, honestly. Now, this is like counselling for me. For me, I can't explain, you know, the feeling. If you like cars, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So guys, that is just a quick video for today on the new car for the channel. So we hope you've enjoyed it. You enjoyed a bit of clips of us driving. Hope it's been fun, and we'll see where this one goes. If you've got any ideas of what you'd like to see on it, any sort of modifications, please let us know. And if you wouldn't mind, if you could subscribe, if you could like, if you could comment, we'd be very appreciative of it. And we'll catch you for the next one.